Welcome to pre-season testing. My goal for session 1 of pre-season testing is to familiarize myself with my new steering wheel setup and transition from controller. In sessions 2 and 3 I want to work on reducing braking assist and learn my braking zones. I am doing this in preparation for my drive along, where I will be racing alongside the 20 in all 25 races across the 25 race season. Beginning the session I decided to focus on race strategy to familiarize myself with the track, force feedback and wheel settings. I noticed throughout the session, particularly at turn 15, I often turned too sharply too early, causing me to lose time in the corrections. You can see at the first section of turns I struggled to get used to the steering and braking, resulting in me missing the optimal line and going off track. This is something I am working on throughout pre-season testing. You will notice on the straights I am getting wheel shake. I am hoping as pre-season testing continues I will be able to reduce this. I may need to set up a small dead zone on my steering wheel settings to help reduce this. At present I am using the Logitech G920's default settings. As you can see on this first lap, I am having a lot of difficulty with my steering and braking, causing me to go off track several times. I am using the manual and suggested gear assist, as I enjoy using manual gears. The suggested gears are useful for helping me learn cornering speeds and tracks. I find as I race a track more, I look at the suggested gears less. This is a useful way for me to measure my progress. I was pleased with how I handled this cornering speed and position. You will notice a slight improvement at turn 15 with my speed and position. While nowhere near perfect or near the optimal line, I have managed to keep the car on track and not steer too harshly too early like I did on the outlap. I am still getting steering wobbles on the straights, but this is less compared to lap 1. At turn 1, I turned too late. I believe the full braking assist saved me at this corner. I need to improve this, as practice session 2 will have moderate braking assist. I am still experiencing difficulty with steering on a wheel compared to the controller, causing me to take out the cone. Throughout the session I reminded myself to hold the wheel at 9 and 3. And that I can rotate 360 degrees compared to 180 degrees I am used to. I also started trying to focus on looking at the apex of the turn and where I wanted to go, which helped me improve my steering towards the end of the session. You can see a slight improvement at turn 15 again. I am still turning too early, but this is not as drastic. On lap 3, things did not go well for me. I am following one of the kick zaubers. Unfortunately, even when using the controller, I find myself focusing too much on the car in front. This causes me to miss braking and steering points. I also find I am too impatient when wanting to overtake cars in these sessions. This is something I need to work on, if I have any hope of becoming world champion this season. I completely miss my braking points, resulting in me rapidly gaining on the kick zauber, leading to disaster.
Damage to your front wing, damage to your front wing. Suggest we box to change it.
I managed to pass the kick zauber, despite my damaged front wing here. However, You can see my impatience and lack of calculations leads to me going off track multiple times, leading to major disaster and major damage to the car. I must learn from these critical mistakes and improve before pre-season testing is complete. Overall, I think I struggled to handle the car with the damaged front wing, which led to the additional floor damage. Here I lack the muscle memory to be able to select the box command, leading to my focus being 90% on getting ready to box, resulting in gear shifts being missed. I always try and do this on the straights, but I need to commit the commands to memory to prevent this in the future. I need to learn the braking points for pit entry to prevent me slowing too early and going over the speed limit, resulting in penalties. Once in the garage, I reviewed the data and got my front wing repaired. I then moved on to track acclimatization to help me learn my braking and steering zones. This is one of the better exits from the pits I have done in the game. I am really pleased with how the start of my outlap is going. I need to listen to the engine more to get the gear shifts correct. Again, I am really happy with how this section of corners is going. Still need some work on the braking and turning of the most challenging section of the Bahrain circuit. My straight-line steering wobbles are becoming less severe.
We're approaching the DRS zone. Watch your MFD for the activation point.
Once again, I undercooked my turn 1 braking and steering. This practice technique is really helpful at highlighting sections of the track where I am missing braking and steering points. It also helps me understand the best position I should be aiming to put my car in to get a successful lap. This will be critical for qualifying and reducing the overall race time. I especially like how clearly it highlights the DRS zones. The data you can view in the garage is useful in helping me to make improvements on how quickly I can activate it and work on my reaction speeds. I am aiming to improve my accuracy with each lap I complete using this practice program. That was the best turn 15 of this session so far. I am still missing the first turn and going off track. That is a common theme throughout this practice session and is a key focus of mine throughout pre-season testing. I was pleased with my performance in this corner. I was pleased with how I strung these corners together until I went off track again. I really need to work on avoiding these major mistakes where I lose concentration and miss my braking and turning points. On the whole, I am pleased with my reaction time when activating DRS. There are times when I am delayed in activating DRS. This is usually when I have made a mistake in the prior corner. Frustratingly, I did not quite get my gear shifts and acceleration correct. I am a lot more stable on the straights now. I was unhappy with my performance at turn 15 on this lap. Again, I am turning too early, but I corrected it well this time, managing to stay on track. Throughout this section, I am slow to go up gear shifts, causing unnecessary wear and a loss of speed, followed by a poor execution at the most challenging turn, leading to more speed loss. Finally, I started to recover on the straight. The next turn was better, but I still found myself correcting the turning mid-corner. More mid-corner corrections.
Program complete. Good work. Head on back to the garage and we'll start going over the data.
I managed to complete 2 tasks on this practice program. I will return to this program in more detail in session 2. I was pleased with my performance in the first half of the corner. The second half could have been better. I am glad I managed to keep the car on track, even though I lost speed and time. My muscle memory for selecting box worked better this time.
Stopping this lap.
My gear shifts are more consistent on this straight. My braking and steering was a lot better this lap compared to the previous one. Driving through the Haas team engineers made me jump. I am glad this is just a glitch in the game. Moving on to the final part of the session, I completed a qualifying practice run. This gives me an opportunity to assess my performance compared to the AI and help me set a realistic AI level for the start of the season. I am aiming for a balanced AI where I am closely matched to my teammate. I don't want the AI to be too easy, equally I do not want it to be excessively hard. This qualifying run is going to be challenging with me closely following another car. Hopefully, I have improved since the incident at the start of the session with the kick Zauber. So far, I am handling the corners well and managing distance to Oscar in front. I'm so happy with this overtake on Oscar. It was clean, well-timed and well executed. While Oscar is likely on a slow run, I am very happy with this. I lost time on this exit. Not to mention in qualifying this lap would be discounted, due to me leaving the track. I need to check my rules settings and ensure leaving the track results in the proper warnings and penalties. I am managing to race this section of track faster than I have done earlier. Although too much speed and not enough steering did result in me leaving the track again. I have improved slightly at turn 15, leading to more consistency.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed.
Completing this practice qualifying, I came an estimated first position. Compared to my teammate, this is too high. I am curious how this will compare in sessions 2 and 3, where I will be gradually reducing braking assist. Depending on the results of the final 2 pre-season testing sessions and some additional teammate comparison tests, I will be adjusting the AI for the start of season. You can see a loss of focus here has led to me going off track again. I noticed this happens a lot when I switch to bringing the car into the pits. I am hoping my focus will improve throughout pre-season testing. This should happen as I get used to balancing mental processes that occur while driving an F1 car. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting and hitting the notification bell. It really helps the channel.